Hello, and welcome back to another edition of Carrie's Gardening Channel. So today is June the 5th, 2019, and in my last video for the squash, I showed you how to hand pollinate the blossoms, and that is on my channel. I have a link down in the description for that video. So in this video here, I'm going to be showing you how to harvest your squash off. So I have some of mine back here. Now this is the yellow summer crookneck squash. This one here has like a buttery taste to it, and there's two here that I'm going to be harvesting and one down here. Now I'm not going to let these get really big on the plant, and the reason why I'm not going to let them get them big is because I don't want the plants to stop giving, and I also will be harvesting some off of my other plant. So I'm just using my scissors here. I don't like to twist the squash off of the plant, and I also don't like to just try and yank on them. I like to just cut them off with like a scissors or pruners or something like that. Just back here.
I'm trying to see.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm just taking the scissors and I'm just cutting the squash off of the plant here. Get it out here. Okay. Now as you can see, this one here was starting to get bumps on it, and some of your squash will get these bumps on them. Now if you pick your squash nice and small, they'll be sweet and they'll have more tenderness to them. If they get too large, they will have a all the pollen in here from the squash plants is really something. If you let your if you let your fruit get really large, the skin can get tough on them and the seeds will get really big. So that's not something I want. I want the smaller squash. Sometimes we do let these get larger than this, but I want to tell the plant that you're not done producing squash yet. So what this is going to do is this is going to kick the plant up more into producing more baby squash. And there are more baby squash actually coming, and these have been pollinated already. So I will finish, there's about 3 of them that I'm going to be taking off. And then there's one over on the other side over there. Now that's a different variety of squash. That is a early summer crookneck squash. Now that one there is about a 53 days variety, and the yellow summer crookneck is about 58 days. So I'm going to finish harvesting these. I will come back then and talk to you a little bit more. So we'll be right back. Okay, so this is what I got off so far. Now you can let these get larger than this if you choose to. It's kind of your choice on the size preference. I'm trying to get some of these off quicker to tell the plants to keep giving and to keep giving more. So we just harvested a zucchini off. So I think we're going to have, hopefully we'll have fried squash and fried zucchini tonight. Now you can fry your squash. You can use them, like if you use a sweet marinade, you can put them in with that and make them in with your meat, and they'll have a nice sweet taste to them. You can also just cook them. You can steam them, and they're really good like in vegetable melodies or something like that. Now when your squash plants are giving and when they're starting to get like the flowers on and stuff, you want to make sure that you keep them well watered. And sometimes what can happen is these plants are very large, so they'll start wilting, but the soil will be moist. And what's actually happening is leaves are losing water faster than what the root system can take it up. So once like the sun's off of them or the heat starts cooling down, they should perk back up. You don't really want to water them when they're like that, because then you can actually overwater them, even though the leaves will be wilted, and that can lead to like root rot and we don't want that. So that's something to watch out for. Now, these get fed with Eco Scraps 555 all-purpose plant food, and they also get fed with some Epsom salt and some Sea Magic. And then because these do require more water because they are in containers and they're in the greenhouse and they dry out faster because it gets hotter in here, sometimes I will give a supplemental feeding of an Epsoma tomato tone plant food just to kind of help them as they're growing. Because when you keep watering stuff, or like if you get an excessive amount of rain, it will actually wash the nutrients right out of the soil. So, like for instance in here, when these are dry, I have to water them, and depending on how many times I have to water them, or how frequently I have to water them, it can wash the plant food out of the soil. So I just kind of give them a little extra boost every now and then. And I watch the plants to see what they look like, what their coloring is like, and kind of go from there. So if you like my video, please like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, you can leave them below and I'll try and answer them for you. Please don't forget to hit the little notification button that tells you I put a new video on. You can also follow me on Twitter. I'll have a link down in the description for my Twitter account. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye!